The point was that sages that translated the Septuagint into Greek 200 years before Yeshua came, they also translated it that pierced. So 70 sages translated the Septuagint into the Greek, and they all were wrong.
This is a very interesting question. I want to explain. Quarter of a millennia before the Christian century, he's saying that the rabbis have gathered and they produced what's called the Targum Shivim. And as it turns out, if you open up the Septuagint and Psalm 22 verse 16, it will say in the Septuagint, they pierced my hand and my feet, and he's telling the truth. It does say that there. It must be that the Jews changed the text because they didn't want people to follow Yeshua, right? The answer is it's not true. I'm going to tell you something, you'll look it up everywhere. The original Septuagint, all Christian scholars know this, was only of the Torah of the 5 books of Moses. If you read the introduction to every Septuagint in the world, it will tell you that in the introduction. The original Septuagint was only of the 5 books of Moses. It was not of the book of Psalms, not of the book of Isaiah, not Jeremiah. That was later created. And what you have today is the Septuagint that you get on Amazon is really a production of the church. And Origen was its primary editor. Origen is a 3rd century church father. This Greek translation, they adopted the name Septuagint. It's of the 5 books of Moses. I encourage you, I know you don't like Jerome, he's a Catholic church father, but if you just read his introduction to the Book of Chronicles, he discusses extensively. And believe me, Jerome was not a big fan of Rabbi Tovia Singer. Josephus says the same thing, they all say it. Every Christian scholar knows this, but unfortunately missionaries exploit this. It's not true. The Targum Shivim was not of the book of Psalms. And in fact, we do not have a Septuagint today. It doesn't exist because the library to which it was put in was burned down to the ground. If you have the original, what is called technically among scholars the Proto-Septuagint, you're a very rich man. It will be a priceless thing in Christie's because no one has it. And what we have today is a Christian product. And what they did was they went back and said, let's look at all these Christologies and then let's insert Greek words that bolster the Christian claim. The Septuagint today is a lie. And that's why, without even looking, I can't even see, you won't find one Septuagint anywhere. It's a product of the church. But I'm going to just say this to you. In no universe, in no planet, is a translation superior to an original. When you have a document in the original language, no translation could be superior. So the answer is that the Septuagint was of the 5 books of Moses. The Septuagint was not of the 5 books of Moses. But when there were Greek translations later, they put the word Septuagint on it without fear of getting sued by people who are long dead. So the word Septuagint became a capital S, but it is not the Septuagint.